You booked an overseas job. Great! But before you hop on that flight, make sure you know the union rules and benefits that still apply. Hi, I'm Beth Millman, Executive Director and Co-Head of Entertainment Contracts at SAG-AFTRA. Welcome to Take 5. Today, we are breaking down what performers need to know before working outside the U.S., and I'm joined by someone who knows this topic inside and out, my friend and colleague, Olga Rodriguez-Aguirre, who is SAG-AFTRA's Executive Director and Co-Head of Entertainment Contracts. Welcome, Olga.
Thank you so much, Beth. I'm so excited to talk about this really important topic.
Me too. So let's dive right in and start with the basics. International work often raises questions about Global Rule One, which means members must work under a union contract across the globe. What important factors should members be aware of when accepting international work?
The members all need to work under a SAG-AFTRA contract or an approved local sister union contract, regardless of location. Accepting non-union work internationally can result in disciplinary action, even if the work is in another language. Members should always contact SAG-AFTRA before accepting work outside the U.S. and be prepared, or have your representatives be prepared to disclose all the facts regarding the project. For instance, the title and who the producers are. All of these rules actually apply to all types of work: film, television, streaming, commercials, and new media.
That's a really important point for our members to remember. Global Rule One does apply across the board over many and all of our contracts.
This coverage usually can ensure protections like residuals, pension health contributions, and in some cases, even safety standards. In fact, if a performer calls us for assistance on a set outside the country claiming that they're having safety concerns, we can actually send a field rep if there's a problem. That's another benefit for all of our members.
It's a huge benefit and a really great thing that SAG-AFTRA does now in having the ability to send a field rep to productions across the world. Thank you, Olga, for noting that. To that point, what would you say to members who are dual citizens or those with ties to other countries? Are there any special considerations for them?
I'm so glad you asked that question. There's a lot of confusion around this, actually. Members with dual union affiliation, for instance, ACTRA or Equity, coverage needs to be worked out with respect to what contract that performer will be working under. So you shouldn't just assume as a performer that you would automatically be able to work under another union's contract. Citizenship and residency doesn't exempt the members from Global Rule One, even if they own homes in other countries. Members should always consult SAG-AFTRA first before agreeing to work outside the country.
Correct. Thank you for clarifying that, Olga. What steps should members take before accepting an international job?
I feel like I'm having to state this a lot, but really contacting your union to determine if the job can be covered by a union agreement is the most important thing. Don't fall for that. SAG-AFTRA doesn't have jurisdiction. The union can always negotiate some form of coverage for you or even refer the matter to a local sister union if appropriate. Never assume that union coverage does not apply. In fact, assume the opposite.
Great. Thank you, Olga. Jetting off to another country to take an international gig can be a very exciting experience. But before you say yes to any offer abroad, make sure you're covered by a union contract that protects your work, your rights, and your paycheck. For more information on this topic, please check out our website at sagaftra.org/Global Rule One. That's sagaftra.org/Global Rule One. Thanks for taking a little time and being with us today, and we look forward to seeing you on the next Take 5.